Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. What's going on, all my great people? What's going on, all my boxing fans? Yeah, we in the building, man. I'm here, joined by my big brother, one of the generals of the YouTube boxing community. You know what I'm saying? One of the generals of the UK Army, NWJ. You know what I'm saying? The J. Roos theory himself. You know what I mean? Is in the
What's
building
up?
with me, man. And we gonna talk. We ready to talk some boxing, man. We ready to talk some boxing. We got Luke.
Indeed.
Got my brother Luke. My brother Luke Livesey in the building. Much love and respect to you, my brother. He says hi, Andrew. How you doing? I'm doing pretty good, man. Doing pretty good, man. I'm feeling, doing good and feeling good, man. It's an honor to be here again with my big brother and my co-host, and we're gonna talk some boxing, man. And the
Yes.
thing is, if I think the most people I can hold until I get the paid for version where you can do more than 10 people. You guys are more than welcome to join the panel, man. I can have like the most I can have is like 8 people. So much love and respect to every single one of you cats, man. Mostly plant-based boxing says, yo, much love and respect to my brother, mostly plant-based boxing, one of the generals of the UK Army, Tucker Army. Much love and respect, man. Much love and respect.
Yes,
You know what I'm
sir.
saying? We got Q the God. You know what I'm saying? One of my little brothers, man. One of my little brothers. You know what I'm saying? Q the God. He says, Big Tuck, what's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Tapping in. Uh, the lost of art of boxing. Salute. Yeah, salute to the lost art of boxing. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe to the lost art of boxing with that's my guy Q the God. And Q the God, man, I'm gonna start tuning in, man. I'm gonna start tuning in. I'm gonna start coming over there, man. And show love and show my love and support. You know what I'm saying? Yo, go check them out, JJ Rules. I'm they just getting started. A great channel. I mean, most definitely be tuning in whenever I get the chance. And Q the God, man, he knows his boxing. He knows his boxing. He's just like us. You know what I'm saying? Hardcore boxing fan, very knowledgeable when it comes to the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? And he a great guy, man. Great guy. You know what I'm saying?
There's some pretty good channels that are starting to appear now.
Yeah, man. Especially like Q the God. Young Billy Boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of those channels are they're starting to rise, and you know what I mean? And these guys know they boxing, man. You know what I mean? And they, like I said, they hardcore boxing fans like we are, and they appreciate the sport, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and that's the good thing. You love the sport, you appreciate the sport, and I think some of these guys were students of the game. You know what I mean? Like we were. We did amateur boxing, not necessarily professional, but did amateur boxing. Have sparred, have been in boxing gyms and things of that nature. So you know what I mean. Q the God says every Sunday we on. Much love for the support, big brother. Hey man, that's what it's all about, man. It's nothing but love and respect. Q the God, you know what I'm saying. And I'm gonna make sure I tune in. Yeah, this Sunday, and telling everybody else to tune in this Sunday, man. And check out Q the God, man. You know what I mean? And if you're not subscribed to my co-host, the J Roos Theory, make sure you subscribe to the J Roos Theory. One of
Thank
the
you.
general, one
Appreciate
of the
that, man.
general, most love and respect, man. One of the generals, you know what I'm saying, of the YouTube boxing community. You know what I'm saying? My co-host, my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Also go subscribe to his backup page, the NWJ. You know what I mean? And like I said, this brother right here is a pioneer. I said it, a pioneer. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if you guys knew this, but this brother's also a historian. He can give you a lot of good stories of the legendary fighters and old school fighters, man. You know what I'm saying? And so I love my big brother, man. He's amazing. You know what I'm
Hey, I
saying? Cute.
appreciate the love, man. Right back at you, man. Love the energy. Love the I love just how you know a lot about the sport. And if you guys seen him shadow box, you know how fast he is too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people know. A lot of people don't know, but a lot of people know. I think in this community, a lot of people know that I'm like one of the fastest hands. I'm one of the fastest heavyweights. You know,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? One of the fastest heavyweights, you know, with skills. You know what I mean?
yeah,
With power and skill, man. You know what I mean?
yeah. A heavyweight with speed can do some damage.
Yeah, Q the God says, trying to bring that pure boxing back. You're a part of my motivation. Hey man, hey, that's what it's all about, man. We here to encourage, we here to inspire, we here to motivate each other. You know, we here to show love and support to one another. That's what it's all about, Q. That's what it's all about, bro. Q the God said just subbed up. Appreciate you for the thank you for subscribing to the channel, man. Appreciate you, man. Much love and respect. My brother, our brother from another mother, right there. Another one of my big brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Ash, what it do, family? Hey, if you're not subscribed to Mark Nash, man, make sure you subscribe to Mark Nash, one of the best content creators in the YouTube boxing community. You know what I'm saying? One of the best artists. This guy is so talented, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like my big brother, the J. Roos. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's so talented. Like, these guys are talented, man. These guys can rap. You know, these guys are artists, like real cold, can spit, you know, delivery, the flow. Like, these guys are some real true rap artists, man, and talented brothers, very knowledgeable when it comes to the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you go subscribe to Mark Nash, man. You know, he's very good at what he do, very good at what he do. You know, a good producer, a good artist, you know, just the whole nine, just a historian when it comes to the boxing. You know what I mean? Go subscribe to Mark Nash, man. That's another one of my big brothers right there. Another one of those channels that I have so much love and respect for, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He like Mark Nash is real, man. Just like the J. Roos theory, Q the God. You know what I'm saying? I'm surrounded, real recognized real, man. I'm surrounded by a lot of good brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of real brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing but love and respect, you know, and I appreciate the love and support. And we here to let's just show each other, man, love and support. We all brothers, we all family. You know what I mean? You know, so let's just continue to show the love and support, man. That's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Q the God said, Mark Nash, blessings, fam. You know what I mean? Mark Nash. You know what I'm saying? Mark Nash says, Q, what it do? You know what I'm saying? My brother Mark is in the building. He said, just home. What you talking about, matey? Hey man, we about to talk some boxing. First, we're gonna start off with this Ryan Garcia versus Emmanuel Tago fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, let me get back to the chat real quick before we get started. Say Martin Nash says, I'm humble. Thanks, fam. Hey man, it's nothing but love. You know, it's nothing but love, man. You know, we all family, brother. It's nothing but love, man. Hey, it's nothing but love, Mark. And that's forever. That's forever. You know, it's nothing but love and respect, and that's forever, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Q the God says Mark got one of the funniest show, man. That nigga clips a fool. Yeah, Mark. Yeah. Mark Nash is he's hilarious, man, with the clips and stuff like that. Yo, big bro. Yo, J. Roos, you gotta go subscribe to his channel. Check him out. You'll love his channel, man. It's amazing. He's a great guy. You know what I mean? And
yeah. I like dudes that can throw in humor with it. You know, a lot of channels take the sport so seriously. It's like, dude, this ain't politics.
Yeah. Mark Nash, you know what I'm saying? He real, you know what I'm saying? He real, but he funny and he real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he speak his mind, you know what I mean? He don't pull no punches. He don't hold back. He tell you like it is. He tell it like it is. A lot of these brothers, man, Q to God, a lot of those guys the same way. You know what I'm saying? You the same way, big bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm the same way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, know, we, you know, but
I mean, we all have our favorite fighters, but you know, if he has a bad night, I'm gonna say he has a bad night. I'm not gonna try to act like, well, you know, he had an injury in a training camp. You know, you can't make excuses for people. I mean, just about every fighter goes into a fight with an injury, so you know, that's just how the sport is.
Yeah, you're right about that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the thing is, like, some fighters fought with broken hands. I mean, some fighters fought with messed up shoulders. You know what I'm saying? Some fighters fought with a broken jaw. Some fighters, I mean, a lot of these guys are warriors and gladiators, man. A lot of those guys, you know, are built tough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even like Floyd Mayweather Jr. continued to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm just using him for example. Continued to fight with a broken hand. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
was determined. He had the will to win. He was determined to win. He wasn't gonna get in that ring. He wasn't gonna lose. He wasn't gonna let a broken hand stop him from winning the fight. He wasn't gonna let a broken hand stop him from proving why he's one of the best fighters in the world. He wasn't gonna let that happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of gladiators, it's a lot of warriors that fought with broken jaws, that fought with broken ribs. I mean, just like they were warriors and gladiators. You know what I'm saying? Like one fight that I can never stop bringing up, you know, when I'm having boxing talk. You know what I'm saying? Arturo Gatti versus Mickey Ward.
Oh wow, yeah.
Now, can you tell me, like, them guys was all banged up, all beat up, still fighting, trying to destroy one another, bro? And you know what I'm saying? And them guys put it all on the line. You know what I'm saying? They warriors, they gladiators, they put it all on the line, bro. You know what I'm saying? To secure a victory, to secure a win. Yeah. Not just the money. I know they prize fighters, so of course they got to get paid for doing what they do. But for glory. You know what I'm saying? Right. For legacy. You know what I'm saying? For legacy, for glory, to prove a point, to make a statement. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, my brother Mark Nash, he says, Ryan Garcia shaking my head. I can't lie. I'm going to watch just to see what he got left in the tank. Man, I think he got a whole lot left in the tank, Mark Nash, to be honest with you. I think he got a whole lot. I think he got a whole lot left in the tank. I think that kid can't wait to get back in the ring. I think he can't get. To me, if you ask me, he can't wait to get back in that ring, and he can't wait to get in there and put on a great performance. He can't wait to get in that ring and show out. Like, I think this kid is ready to get back in there and fight. You know what I'm saying? He's been out of the ring for a while, and I think he's ready to get back in there and prove himself. You know what I mean? I think that he got a whole lot left. Matter of fact, he just, to me, if you ask me, he's just getting started.
Yeah.
And people not familiar.
Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead, big bro. What you gonna say?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, sometimes all a fighter needs is a little bit of time away from the sport to, regather his head and, get his hunger back for training and all that. So once you get that, then you come back even more hungry than you were before sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Like sometimes sometimes fighters miss the sport.
Yeah.
And so when they away from the sport, you know what I mean? Not saying that they're not exercising or working out or you know what I'm saying, or training or and things of that nature. But when they're away from the sport and they haven't been in the ring being active as a fighter, fighting in the ring and preparing for fights, like intense training and things of that nature. Sometimes these fighters miss that. They be missing that, bro. So the fact that they miss it, that makes them even more hungrier to get back in the ring. That makes them even more motivated to get back in the ring, because especially when they're hearing a lot of people talking like, oh man, he's finished, he ain't proved himself, he ain't this, he ain't that, he's not gonna never be this, he's not gonna never be that. A fighter is hearing all of this, so he's ready to get in there and prove doubters wrong. But at the end of the day, we can't really say doubters, because I mean, people just it's what they see, it's what they witnessing. It's his actions. Like they say, actions speak louder than words, but it's his actions. It's just the things that he was doing, the things that he was saying. His actions, the things he was doing, the things he was saying, and not acting. And even Canelo Alvarez got on this case. Like, listen, man, you're not taking your craft seriously. You're not 100% focused on the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Canelo got on there, and I think that got to Ryan. I think a lot of people was getting at Ryan, not just Canelo. A lot of people was coming at Ryan, and I think Ryan woke up one day like, you know what? Okay, I struggle. I have my issues. I have my battles. I deal with mental illness and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? I have things that I have I have this pressure that's on me. I have a lot of people saying a lot of things. So I want to prove these people that I am a great fighter. I want to prove that these people that I'm one of the best fighters in the world. So I want to get back in there. I want to make a statement, and I'm ready to get back in the ring, and I'm ready to show these people that I am one of the best fighters in the world and that I am a great fighter. You know what I mean? I want to make a statement. I want to prove myself. I want even the people that might be against me. That mean that may feel that I'm not this and not that. You know what I'm saying? I want to get in there and I want to show these people that I'm more than what they think. You know what I mean? And we know that Ryan Garcia possesses the skills. We know that he's
Oh,
very
definitely.
fundamentally sound. We know that he
Yeah.
has the hand speed. We know that he has the power, the hand speed, the ferociousness, the grit, the toughness. We know that he has the determination, the will to win. You know what I mean? So now he's ready to prove that he's this warrior, that he is this gladiator, that he is one of the best lightweights, that he is one of the best young talented fighters out there in the world. So at the end of the
Yeah.
day, yes, sooner or later he makes a statement against Emmanuel Tago, which I don't think is an easy fight. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't
Based on film study, based on what I've seen coming from Emmanuel Tago, I don't think. Hold on, let me get to the chat real quick. My brother Luke says, Andrew, is the Fury white fight pay per view in the USA? I believe
Oh
so,
yeah.
my brother.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, definitely, yeah, most definitely, that's a pay per view fight.
And it's I just found out it's not on DAZN either. They got blocked. So it'll probably be on ESPN, ESPN Plus or something.
Yeah, yeah, but even though it's gonna be on ESPN Plus, you still gonna have to pay for the pay per view.
Yeah,
So the
yeah,
thing
you
on,
got
so the thing is, if you don't have a year subscription, or if I mean, well, you paying monthly. If you just do the monthly thing, and
yeah,
you're gonna have to pay for the subscription, which it doesn't cost that much, and then on top of that, you have to pay for the pay per view
yeah.
on the app, on the ESPN Plus app. You know what I'm saying?
It's,
So
it's probably gonna be close to 80, probably like 70 some dollars, I'm guessing.
yeah, exactly. My brother Mark says, yes. Is there much interest in Fury White there? Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
believe. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead and
believe
talk
so.
about that, General. Talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I
Mark,
know.
much love and respect to our brother, the General, one of the generals of the UK Army, Tucker Army. Mark, much love and respect, man. Yeah, 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 yeah. The big bro finna most definitely let you know what time it is when it comes to that fight over here.
Yeah, man, Fury's got quite a big following over here. And it's not just the hardcore fans, because people kind of even people that don't really follow the sport, when they turn on the TV and they see fighters doing a lot of talking, and Fury and Dillian both do a lot of talking. So I think that's going to bring in a lot more people that a lot more people than are already excited about it. I know I keep seeing people doing videos about it and talking about the little behind the scenes negotiations and things like that. So I know I'm excited about it. And that's about what, 2 or 3 weeks away from right now. So I love any heavyweight fight. Like I was just watching Tommy Morrison. It was back in the days, fighting a guy named Joe Hip. He got his jaw broken in the Tommy Morrison got his jaw broken in the second round and came back and knocked the other guy out. So that's why I love heavyweight boxing, man. It's on another level, man. So I'm excited, and looks like a lot of other people are too. I know you excited, Andrew.
Oh yeah, oh boy, I can't wait for that one, man. And Q the God said I might go to the face off. It's open to the public in San Antonio. I heard. Oh, that's cool, man. That's gonna be dope. Q the God. Hey, Stephen Burnett says, "Hey Andrew, who's your favorite all-time boxer?" I'm gonna get back to that. I'm gonna get back to that question. Much love and respect to my brother Steve, to our brother Stephen Burnett. Much love and respect to you, my brother. I'm gonna get back to you on that. Thomas Jones in the building. He says, salute my bros Tuck and the J Roos. Salute chat. Much love and
Salute.
respect to Thomas
Thank you.
Jones, one of my special
Respect.
members, one of our special members, man. One of the UK generals of the UK Army, Tucker Army, along with the J. Roos theory, man. Another one of my great brothers, man, and one of the generals, man. Appreciate you for joining us on this show today, man. We talking this good old boxing, man. Much love and respect to you guys. But yeah, if anyone of you in like Q the God, Mark Nash, if you guys want to join us, man, and talk boxing with us, man, I hit the link. I mean, I'll put the link out there so you guys are more than welcome to join. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to join, I put the link. So if not, you guys can just enjoy the show. Did my camera freeze up, big bro?
Yeah, it sure did. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it froze. Yeah, technology is something else, ain't it?
Yeah, man, I'm about to unplug my camera and then plug it back up. Yeah, go ahead and carry. Go ahead and
Okay.
continue with the show, big bro. I'm finna unplug this camera real quick and plug it back up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to on my channel I mainly talk about heavyweight boxing, but I talk about the lower divisions too, but I get excited for the big boys, Fury versus Dillian, Joshua Usyk too. And I really been waiting for the Joshua Usyk rematch because I'm just curious to see what kind of adjustments that AJ can make and see how hungry Usyk is. He was fighting for the Ukraine against Russia, so it's like Andrew said. He might be hungrier because he feels like he's fighting for his country. You know, it can go two ways. It can be a distraction or it can make him hungry. But I think Usyk is such a workhorse that I think he'll be even hungrier. So I don't think this fight's going the distance. Either way, and if AJ fights close and uses his size, yeah, I think he can put a hurt on Usyk. But if he stays on the outside, I think it'll be another victory for Usyk. But I'm looking forward to it. Cheers for your answer, guys. Are you live streaming, Andrew, for that? Um, I believe he is. I'm not sure though. He's fixing his camera right now. His camera froze up on him. So what fights are you guys looking forward to? We got the Tank Davis Romero fight coming up. This is a trash talk super fest right there. I was watching some of the press conference and they kind of started off calm and then they started going at it later, and Romero can punch, but I don't know, man. I think he leaves his legs so far apart. I notice sometimes when he throws shots, he leaves himself open for a counter. So we'll see if Tank can respond. You you situated, Andrew?
Yeah, I'm back. Yeah, I'm back, man.
Okay.
I think it's just the weather. The weather over here is just terrible. It's raining, and I hear a little bit of lightning. I
Yeah,
think it's lightning out there.
it's been raining and thunder and lightning here too for the last couple days.
Yeah, man. Like this. Yeah, like our weather is something else. But like between Georgia and
Yeah,
Florida, our weather is something else.
yeah, I'm like, man, April. I thought it's supposed to be sunshiny. I mean, it was hot the other day, but now it seems like we're back in the winter time.
Yeah, man. Like our weather is a little special. You know what I mean? One minute it can be hot outside, and the next minute it can start raining, and then at night it gets cold, and then
Yeah,
in the morning it'll be cold, and then it'll start raining a little bit, and then by
yeah,
the time noon comes, the sun starts to come out. And then it
yeah.
rains a little bit, and then it stop raining, and then it gets cloudy, and then the sun go away, and then the sun come back out. I'm like, what?
We get all four seasons in one day.
Hello. Thomas Jones says, I think Mr. Bashir will have AJ ready, bros. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
You know what? We
most
go we
definitely.
go we go most definitely get into that, man. Most
Yeah,
definitely. Stephen Burnett, he says, by the way, Andrew, my favorite boxer is Sugar Ray Leonard. Well, the thing
oh,
is, I
good choice.
my favorite fighter of all time, you know what I mean, is none other than the legendary Muhammad Ali, bro. Like
Wow,
I
good,
was just like such
excellent choice.
my family, especially on my dad's side of the family, you know what I'm saying? Like we were like really big. They were like big fans of Muhammad Ali. They were big fans of a lot of legendary fighters. You know, back that fighters that came out of the 50s, the 60s, and the 70s, and things of that nature. And of course the 80s and the 90s. But to be honest with you, they were big. A lot of my family were big fans of Muhammad Ali. That was like everybody's favorite fighter. He was not just a great fighter, but he was a hero. Like his history, the history of Muhammad Ali is amazing. His story is amazing, and he comes he comes from a part of Indiana. Some part of where it's not too far. You know what I mean? As far as driving, you know what I mean, where on my dad's side of the family, like his father and grandmother and all of them, you know what I'm saying, as far as driving distance, you know what I'm saying, Muhammad Ali wasn't, you know what I'm saying, too far away or whatever. But they was a big fan of Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is my number one favorite fighter and all-time great. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, man. This guy was funny. He was entertaining. He got hostages out of, from foreign countries. This dude was like a global figure, man. Like he go down the street in Miami and people just swarm him like a Rocky movie, and he was never too good to talk to people. He would pick up little kids and, play with people. He was never cocky, He was never like, oh, I'm up here. He would talk trash in the ring, but that was part of his that was part of who he was in the ring, but he was like a super nice guy in real life, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, the thing is like what he stood for and how he was so outspoken, how he truly represented the sport of boxing, and Muhammad Ali was one of those fighters that defined the sport of boxing. He is one of those fighters that define what boxing really is and what boxing is all about. Muhammad Ali was that guy. Muhammad Ali was that fighter. Muhammad Ali was that inspiration. Muhammad Ali was that hero. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a very fundamentally sound fighter, was a monster in the ring. Talk his trash and then embarrass you and make you pay. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Embarrass you and make you pay, but then show you love after the fight. Had a good heart, showed a lot of love and respect, and didn't let no one stop him from accomplishing his goals and carrying and didn't allow anyone to stop him from carrying out his mission. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a mission, he had goals, he had a purpose, and he wouldn't let nobody stop him from carrying that out. You know what I mean? Thomas Jones says the Lubin fight. Yeah, we can talk about that. We can get into that, General. We can talk about that. Q the God says Charlo versus Castano is what I'm looking forward to. Yes, that's another great fight I'm looking forward to. Yeah, we could most definitely talk about those fights, man. You know what I mean? And like I say, I'll put the link out there so you guys more than welcome to join. Matter of fact, I'll put the link out there again. You guys are more than welcome to join us. I think I can have like probably about 4 more people to join us. If you guys want to join us and talk boxing with us, you know what I'm saying, we'll be up here for another good hour. You know what I mean? So you guys are more than welcome to join us. That's the chat, and we got some more of our brothers in the building. You know what I'm saying? Thomas Jones says that's a good one. Q. We got our brother Pure Road Sur Central BXO CCD. He says salute. He says salute to my brothers Andrew Tucker and the J. Roos theory. You know what I'm saying?
Double salute, man. Appreciate the love, homie.
Yeah, appreciate the love, man. But love and respect to my great brothers in the chat, man. Our brother Piro, Thomas Jones, Q the God, Stephen Burnett, all of you guys, Luke. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to every single one of you guys, man. You know what I mean? Mark Nash, you know what I'm saying? Mostly plant-based boxing. All you guys, man. Mark, our brother Mark, A-Lift in the building. Much love and respect, Thomas Jones. Much love and respect to every single one of you guys, man. But listen, hello, Thomas Jones says I'm driving. If you're on when I get home, I would love to join the panel. Yeah, Thomas Jones, I would love to have you. We would love to have you, my brother. Like I said, we'll be on for another hour. So if you're home by then, You know what I mean? You're more than welcome to join us and hop on the panel and talk this good old boxing with me and my big brother, the J. Roos Theory.
Yes, indeed.
Stephen Burnett says, what do you think about Fury doing the exhibition bout against Jake Paul when he retires? Hey man, like listen. Hey man, like listen, man, like listen. Nobody. And we got our brother Puro is in the building.
What's going on?
Yo,
Much love
what's
and
up, man?
respect to Puro.
Respect to you guys, man. Respect to you guys. I haven't been on the. I think I've only been on you guys as a panel once, man. But it's like, all right, I'm gonna join up, talk with the homies. Real
Yeah,
quick.
appreciate that, man.
I
Welcome.
appreciate you guys, man. Thanks.
Yeah, man,
Wow.
appreciate you, Puro. But hey, Puro, I'm gonna tell you like this here. I don't know about the J. Roos theory. I don't know about Big Bro. But listen, I got Oscar Valdez, man. I got Oscar
Hey.
Valdez.
Hey,
Oh, you got Valdez?
you're the third person that has Oscar Valdez. I mean, it's not hard, to be honest. I mean, Shakur is a great talent, but I mean, there's still some question marks, and nothing to warrant. I mean, and those question marks are too much to warrant the odds the way they are. That's what I'm a little scared of. The odds are like 3-1. When we don't know if he can take a punch. We don't know how how he would react to adversity. So it's just like, I mean, everything I know about boxing is that you can't bank on potential. You got to bank on what you've seen in the ring. And it's just, I haven't seen enough. I mean, it's just, it's just the way I see it. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It's just, it is what it is, But I mean, I can't wait for that's really the only fight I'm really amped for, and it's just because I mean it's got the and I mean and a lot of people aren't really even talking about this fight. They're kind of just like, yeah, Shakur's gonna wash him and that's it, and then the conversation's over. So I'm like, huh? I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, because like a lot of people feel that I mean, Shakur is like, listen, he's one of my like I gotta be real with you, like Shakur Stevenson is one of my favorite fighters in the smaller weight classes, like between in that weight class, you know what I mean, and between the younger fighters, you know what I mean, he's like a special talent, very gifted, one of those pure boxer punchers that you can respect his skills, you can respect his skill set. But Oscar Valdez is also one of those fighters with the experience, and also one of those fighters that's so fundamentally sound, that has what you call that effective aggressiveness, that applies pressure but good at mixing up his attack, and good at throwing mean combinations. And when I'm telling you he good at going head body, good inside fighter. He can fight on the outside if he wants to, but he's more of that technical brawler, more of the inside fighter, and more of that technical brawler boxer puncher that can make you, if you're not thinking in that ring, he's going to make you make mistakes, and he's going to try to break you and break your will. He's going to make you, and he's good at setting traps and making you fight his fight. Now, I know Shakur Stevenson is a thinking man fighter, and I know that fight is a great fight. You got two skilled young technicians getting in that ring, and it's going to be a great fight. For some reason, I don't know why, I feel that Oscar Valdez overwhelms him a little bit by being busier, but of being slightly a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to if Shakur falls into his trap, and I don't know if he's good at setting up certain shots Shakur is not going to see coming. Like, this is going to be the first time he's dealing with that type of style, and that's why I think that it's going to be a great fight. Like, I see how Shakur wins the fight, but I see how Oscar Valdez wins the fight. But I'm just more leaning towards Oscar Valdez. In a way, I can say 50-50 fight, but I slightly feel for some reason Oscar Valdez wins, like edge the fight. It can be close, but I feel he edged the fight. I don't see no knockout. I don't see no technical knockout. I see either a unanimous decision or a split decision. But it's going to be a great fight, though.
And you hit the nail on the head, Tuck. I mean, it's just Shakur's never seen anybody close to an Oscar Valdez. I mean, I wouldn't say he had problems with Jeremiah Nakatillo, but I mean, he definitely, when he felt his power, he started, going on his bike a bit. He still won the fight and he won it clearly, But Nakatilia, I mean, like he's very basic. He just, he was out there chasing after Shakur, trying to headhunt. He wasn't trying to walk him into any shots. He wasn't cutting off the ring, with any effectiveness. And like Oscar Valdez is like 2-3 levels above Jeremiah Nakatilia. It's an intriguing fight. Me personally, I don't think Shakur is ready for somebody like Valdez, especially not after the Conceição fight, where I believe, and I think Oscar has shown that he's locked into this fight. You don't hear him talking a lot on social media. All you see from YouTube or anywhere else is him working out. He looks in monster shape. I mean, he just looks locked in. It's just, if I'm Bob, I don't know. I mean, you could even, I'm probably reaching here, but you could even see on some of the interviews with Bob Arum, he almost looks like sad that he made this fight, But, I saw that Shelton was up here a minute ago. Like Shelton says, hey, if he wants to fight, put him in there,
Yeah, exactly.
If you want it that bad, okay, well, all right, you wanted it, now you got it. So we shall see.
Yeah, we shall see, man. Hey, and the general, he said he'll be back. He said he's working right now. He said he'll be back. Much love and respect. Mark Nash. He says Mark Nash in the building. Thomas Jones says Puro is my brother. Real cool people. Oh yeah, Puro is a great guy, man. I love Puro. He's our brother. He's our brother, man. Puro is real cool, man. Yeah, man. Much love and respect to William Boxing. He said, salute Andrew Boxing on fire. Yeah, boxing is on fire, man. It's a great time to be a boxing fan. I mean, if people that's just now becoming a boxing fan, this is a great time. Matter of fact, this is an excellent time to be a boxing fan because we got a lot of great fights coming up. I mean, it's a lot of great fights that's like literally coming up, bro. And the thing is, that's one fight I'm looking towards, the Shakur Stevenson, you know what I'm saying, Oscar Valdez. I'm looking forward to, even in women's boxing. I have to say this, I don't talk about women boxing a whole lot, but it's a great fight coming up in women's boxing. Katie Taylor. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Katie Taylor versus what's my girl's name, man? She's a monster, bro. What's my girl's name? Katie Taylor is going to be fighting. Coming up this month, coming up in April.
This month?
Amanda Serrano.
Amanda Serrano is a monster.
Okay.
Like, that's going to be a great fight. You know what I mean? We talking about two technicians, two pure boxers. I think, to me, Amanda Serrano is more the bigger puncher between the two. But Katie Taylor is just a thinking woman's fighter, and I think that it's just going to be close, man. It's just hard to pick a winner stylistically. It's going to be an entertaining fight, entertaining matchup, and I can't wait to see it. Like that's going to be a great fight. You know what I mean? We got Dimitri Bivol versus Canelo Alvarez. You know what I'm saying? Like, people thinking that Canelo Alvarez, that's going to be a fighter that Canelo Alvarez is going to easily destroy. Before I continue, how you guys feel about that fight? The J. Roos Theory, Puro, we'll start with you. How you feel about that fight? Canelo Alvarez against Dimitri Bivol, and how you see that fight going?
Nah, it's definitely not going to be an easy fight because, for one, Canelo starts slow. He kind of feels you out, and then he picks up the pace around round 5 And I'm like I said this on another show the other day, though. I'll never go against Canelo, though, because the dude lives like a fighter inside the ring and outside the ring. The dude is supremely disciplined. He just deals with his family, deals with his family and trains. The dude's got a chin. He's always in shape. So I could never go against Canelo, and but I still think it's not gonna be a walk in the park for him. No way. And he might get caught with something, but I've never even seen Canelo wobbled in the ring. It might have happened in the gym, but I've never seen him even wobbled. So I'm never going against Canelo unless he moves up to heavyweight, and even then he might win some fights.
Metal Boss J checking in from the UK. Much love and respect to one of the generals of the UK Army, Tucker Army. Metal Boss J, my great brother. Much love and respect to you, man. Shout out to the entire United Kingdom, man. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters. Shout out to all my brothers and sisters, all my brothers from all around the world, man. From all around the world, all from different continents, different countries. different cities, different states. Much love and respect to every single one of my brothers from all around the world, man. That might be tuning in right now. But Piro, like, I feel you, J. Roos, and I hear what you're saying. But before I get back to what you're saying, I want to hear what Piro feels about how you feel about that fight and how you see that fight going.
I don't think any of the fights, that he had at 168 or moving forward are going to be easy, are going to be any washes. I think Canelo's biggest trait and the reason it's going to be so hard for any of these dudes to beat him is his experience level against all styles, and his opponent's a relative lack of experience. Just kind of like most of these dudes have less than 20 fights. And I think and that's what makes Canelo really hard to beat is that he came up at that since we're going kind of toward the twilight of his career. He's still in his prime, but it's just we're going to start seeing, especially when Canelo fights some of these other champions, is just the effect of having these fighters wait around for Canelo.
Right.
A lot of people calling just waiting around for a Canelo paycheck, stuff like that. These fighters, at least how I was taught and how I see the game of boxing, you have to stay active. Even I think Larry Holmes used to call it Bum of the Month Club, stuff like that. I mean, no disrespect to the other boxers. I don't mean that they're bums, but it's just you learn something even from the so-called cherry pick, so-called little soft touches. At least it keeps you fresh. You get to practice stuff that you worked on in the gym, because as we all know, the sparring and actual in-ring experience is two different animals. So I mean, I can't like say that Bivol. I mean, he has a shot. They all have a shot because he's so much littler than his opponents moving forward. But it's just, I mean, Canelo has it all. A chin. I mean, Jay Roos. I think the only time I've ever seen Canelo like spaghetti legged a little bit, not even spaghetti leg, just hurt, was against Jose Cotto, and that was like in his first fight in the United States.
Right.
And he ended up shaking those cobwebs out and ended up stopping them. So it's gonna be tough. I don't see. It's just it's all gonna depend on Bivol. Better be when he eventually fights him. Any fight, it's all gonna depend on them. They're just gonna have to prove it in the ring. That's. I mean, I just can't pick against Canelo.
Most definitely.
Package, man.
Yo, shout out to Leiron 9817. He says, Andrew Tucker, what up, though? Much love and respect to you, my great brother. You know what I'm saying? Metalbox J says Murata is no dummy and it's in Japan. Yeah, we gonna get back on that fight real soon. Metalbox J says Tucker, UK Army, unbiased boxing talk. You already know, my brother. Metalbox J says Bivol will be an awkward customer. Yeah, absolutely. What I feel that Canelo just, man, he's a monster, bro. And Canelo only defeat, was to Floyd Mayweather Jr. He learned a lot, from that fight. He learned a lot from Erislandy Lara fight. He learned a lot. He learned a lot even from the Austin Trout fight. I believe Canelo even became a better fighter since the first Triple G fight. You know what I mean? And a lot of those different styles, and a lot of those fighters, even getting in there in fighting the likes of a Miguel Cotto, fighting the likes of a Shane Mosley. I've seen Canelo transform. I've seen Canelo evolve. I've seen Canelo, gain experience and took away from each fight to allow him to be prepared for a lot of different styles that might end up coming his way later on down the line. And so it helped him to get ready, and it helped him to prepare. And I give also credit to his trainer and people and other people that work with him. But it also helped him to prepare for certain styles like a Daniel Jacobs, for certain styles like a Callum Smith, for certain styles like a Caleb Plant, for certain styles like a Billy Joe Saunders and things of that nature. So like I say, Canelo is an all-around complete fighter to me. The thing is, he's just so fundamentally sound, seeing so many different styles. And I see in this fight between Dimitri Bivol, we talking about a fighter, very explosive. You know what I'm saying? One of those very technically sound uh, boxer punchers. Um, just very good at setting traps from different angles, working off angles. Very good head movement, foot movement. He gets hit, but head movement, inside to out, going to the inside, then going back to the outside, side to side movement, lateral movement, pivot game is crazy. One of those elite level pure boxer punchers that you have to be prepared for. You have to be ready for. Awkward, difficult, very challenging style. Like if I said like one of those type of fighters like a Vasily Lomachenko and Alexander Usyk, just very awkward, very difficult, fast paced fighters. You know what I'm saying? And very good at with the counter punching ability, the way he make the punch placement, just everything, the ring IQ, ring generalship, everything. And I think that it's going to be a great fight. When I match this fight up and do film study, for me it's hard to say, who's going to win the fight, but I say based on experience and based on versus who have been in there with so many different styles and based on what a fighter possesses, because they both possesses absolutely amazing uh, hand speed, timing, grit, toughness, the will to win, the winning mentality, the fundamentals, the techniques, they very vote technicians. They're technicians, very technically sound fighters. You know what I'm saying? And I think that this is going to be so competitive and it's going to be so challenging. I think it's going to have the similarities of a Triple G and a Canelo 1, a Triple G Canelo 2, a Daniel Jacobs versus Daniel Jacobs versus a Gennady Golovkin. Just one of those type of fights that I feel that is going to be very competitive. I can feel that this fight's probably going to end up being close. I don't know if people really pay attention to the things that Dimitri Bivol do in the ring or do film study, or even the few fighters I've seen him easily get in there and destroy and outbox. And we talking about from boxers to punchers, to boxer punchers, and how he was able to deal with those certain styles. But I look at the movement of Dimitri Bivol, well calculated, just so effective, so accurate. And I just look at all of the abilities that he possesses, and I'd be like, this is going to be a good fight for Canelo. Do I see Canelo easily destroying Dimitri Bivol? Do I see him walking all over Dimitri Bivol? Do I see him knocking out Dimitri Bivol? I can't say that, and I can't say it because this is one of those fights we're gonna have to wait till these fighters step in the ring. This is one of these fights that we're gonna have to wait to see. We can talk about it. We can say that, this fighter can do this fighter can do that. Well, this fighter may exploit this in the fighter. He may exploit that, exploit this. But we dealing with two technical monsters, two technical pure boxer punchers that are very explosive, that have the effective aggressiveness, that has the ring IQ, the ring generalship. But I think what's going to allow Canelo to apply so much pressure is the movement of Bivol. Bivol footwork, upper body movement, footwork, everything is just phenomenal. Like, he's just a high-paced fighter. And so he's going to be working those angles. He's going to be looking to set traps. Bivol going into this fight believing that, Canelo is pound for pound number one fighter in the world, but I can beat this guy. Where every fighter have said out their mouth that they can beat Canelo, until you get in the ring, it's a different story. But I believe that Bivol has the mentality to win. He's undefeated, but he has that mentality where I know I'm a great fighter, and I'm gonna show you guys I'm a great fighter. Canelo is just another great fighter that's in my way for me to, and that's blocking me. I mean, it's in a way for me getting to where I need to be in my career. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
But I feel that Dimitri Bivol is that guy that's hard to beat at 175.
Right.
Arthur Beterbiev, is a monster. But what separates Bivol away from Arthur Beterbiev is the fact if it's his movement and his footwork, and the fact that he's slightly the better counterpuncher between the two, with good defense and good head movement. You know what I mean? That's what slightly separates him away from, and that's why you gotta respect Canelo and give him all his flowers, all his roses, because he's going in there against, I believe, the number one and the best light heavyweight in the world. He's going in there against that guy. Yeah, Arthur Beterbiev have 2 titles, true, in the Ring magazine, but I believe he is going in there against the best. Just my opinion. From my perspective, from a boxing eye, from film study, from basically paying attention to what a fighter does well, does great, what needs work on, and what I pay attention to everything. And I just feel that Canelo is fighting, to me, the best guy. You know what I mean? And right. I think we're going to see that even when Joe Smith fights against Arthur Beterbiev. You got 2 fighters, two punchers that's going to fight each other. And that's pretty much, I say Joe Smith I think they might be kind of equal when it comes to who's faster on their feet. But they both have punching power, and they both are explosive. They both are dominant punchers. They throw mean shots with bad intentions, big punchers. So I think that's a great fight. But I don't see a Joe Smith, who already lost to Dmitry Bivol. I don't see a Joe Smith or Arthur Beterbiev defeating a Dmitry Bivol. I think he's just slightly on another level from those guys, and that's why that's why we have to have the utmost respect for Canelo going for the guy with the most difficult style to deal with.
Right.
And I think and I think that's when I think we're going to get a great fight. It could be another one of those type of fights where it's a Triple G and a Canelo Alvarez all over again. It's one of those competitive fights that and even if it's close, if it's real close, and even I got to keep it real. If it's 7-5, it's going to be hard. Like if Dmitry Bivol wins 7 rounds to 5 against Canelo Alvarez, I'm just from the judges. I'm just basically how it is. Dmitry Bivol is going to have to knock Canelo out. He's going to have to knock him out to win that fight. Just being honest with you. I love Canelo, one of my favorite fighters in the world. Dmitry Bivol became one of my favorite light heavyweights probably like maybe 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But I've been following Canelo for a very long time. And he's one of my favorite fighters, young fighters in the world right now, and have been over the past 10 years. So all I do know is that he has what it takes to beat Dmitry Bivol. Do I see him stopping Dmitry Bivol? I don't know. We will have to see. It's hard for me to say because Dmitry Bivol is just too. He is just too well-rounded and well-calculated. Like he's just one of those type of fighters that not just strong and have a little punching power is okay. More of accumulation to get you out of there. Not that one punch. Sitting down and more flat-footed. Any fighter can set up a good shot, put a lot of force behind it, land on the chin or the temple, and get you out of there. But as far as one punch power, like not dynamite knockout power, no, that's more of the Arthur Beterbiev. But still he's a big enough puncher to keep Canelo honest and allow to keep Canelo thinking. And I know Canelo always goes in every fight being smart. He always find a way to win, just like Dmitry Bivol. And I think stylistically we're gonna get a great fight. You know what I'm saying? OG Shelton. Oh my goodness. He says Bivol is going to stop Alvarez. Hey, get back on this. He been said, listen, bro, some people believe that. Some people honestly believe. Thomas Jones says, is Tank leaving TMT? I don't know. That's a good question. I think I doubt he's leaving though, but I'm hearing that people have been saying that he's going to leave and stuff like that. It seems like Tank, I think a lot of people put a lot of things out there, and I know Floyd. If I'm not mistaken, you guys might know a little better than I do. I mean, Floyd did an interview about the situation of Tank and leaving the Floyd. I mean, leaving Mayweather promotion. But
I think he did an interview, but I didn't see it. But I think you're right.
He did. I just didn't see it either. But yeah, I've heard like bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think Tank's going anywhere.
Yeah, I think
to be honest, I think it's a long time coming. To be honest, it's just that the writing's on the wall. To be honest, but I could be wrong.
Hey, my brother Leron 9817 says always put a few dollars on the underdog. Hey, we got the OG Shelton. You know what I'm saying? The OG, our big brother. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Shelton. How you doing, OG? What's going on with you?
Man, working a little bit, doing some side work, just chilling out. But I was listening to y'all cook, man. And what people fail to realize is that this dude that he's fighting has been at 75 his entire career. And people forget that Canelo Alvarez is a little dude. He's not no big giant monster that they make him out to be. He's a little dude. And the laws of physics dictate that eventually that shit's gonna stop. You're not fighting a dude who 10 weeks before and he's an alcoholic. You're not fighting him. You're not fighting guys at your weight that have no pop. You're fighting a guy who's undefeated, who was 265-15 as an amateur, a guy who's 19 and old with 11 knockouts, and those 11 knockouts were all 175-pound fighters. You're fighting a guy who's not intimidated by you, the guy that's bigger and, in my opinion, stronger than you. He's going to beat you up. But I can't wait. I already got my money on it. He's going to beat you up. He's probably going to stop you. You're just too little.
Oh, man. Listen, man. I like OG, I feel what I hear what you're saying. Like OG, yes, Dimitri Bivol, that's why you gotta respect. That's why I be telling people like for people that don't necessarily want to give certain fighters credit for fighting certain fighters that possesses certain styles that could be a nightmare for a lot of fighters. You know what I'm saying? And not just a big and strong light heavyweight, but we're talking about one of the best light heavyweights, if not the best light heavyweight in the light heavyweight division. And the way that he literally broke down and destroyed certain fighters that are dangerous, you know what I mean, in the light heavyweight division. You know, like Sullivan Barrera and Joe Smith, just to name a few.
I'm just saying,
and John Pascal.
Yeah, he didn't just beat him. He's beating him 119, 120 to 108. He didn't just beat him. He dominated these guys.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. He literally dominated these guys. I mean, and these guys were dangerous fighters within themselves, and so like that's why we gotta respect Canelo. I mean, we gotta give him credit. Like we have a few boxing fans, you know what I'm saying, that feels that, well, Canelo should have fought this fighter. He should have fought that fighter. Like, dang, didn't he just in like 11 or 12? 11 months time become undisputed at 168? And then
you gotta give him respect for taking the fight. I do respect him taking it. But everybody's saying what he's saying. Well, he got to fight better BF next. He got to fight this. Wait a minute. He got to beat this guy first. I checked the fight ain't until May 7th. He ain't won this fight yet.
People forget though, Canelo spars with heavyweights, so he's not gonna really get hit with nothing that's gonna really shake him up too bad. This dude's been probably sparring with Andy Ruiz, so
Did
Canelo's
you hear
chin is
my
like
man's,
granite.
did you hear my man's interview? They told me that same thing. He said, "I don't give a fuck if he spars with aliens. I don't care. I don't care."
Yeah, but it matters though. Even if he doesn't care, it still matters because
I
that
love it.
means he's used
I
to
love it.
taking.
If this little
Yeah,
guy,
but
I
used
know
to
me.
taking shots
I
at bigger
know
people.
how, if this little guy was coming up to my beat his motherfucking ass and send him right back.
Cause, you know, when people say Canelo's little, like he like used to be little. He's not little anymore unless terms of height. But as far
5'7".
as actual size, he's not little at all.
He's 5'7". How big can he be? And he's not Dwight Muhammad.
Hey, a dude 6 feet knocked out Deontay Wilder in the amateurs. If he was 6 feet.
That's Deontay Wilder. He's benching. He's benching.
Yeah, but that shows
He's
it doesn't. What,
He got knocked
height
out.
doesn't really matter. What matters is reach. You could be shorter and have the longer reach, so it don't really matter how high your skull is.
You're saying,
It matters how long your reach is.
You're saying this guy Alvarez is Dwight Muhammad Kwawi, and I beg to differ, sir. I don't think he's that. I do not think he's that.
No, I think he's better than Kwawi.
Oh man, there you go. Okay. Okay.
Canelo's chin is crazy. I mean, he's the complete fighter. I mean, he doesn't lack anything. He adjusts, he finds out what you do best, and he takes it away from you.
But we go damn sure see. That's the beauty of boxing, ain't it?
Yeah.
We damn sure find out.
Yeah,
No doubt.
It was like a few fights that were questionable. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to Canelo,
Triple G beat his ass. Triple G beat his ass. Triple G in that first fight.
A lot of them shots, I don't think he won. A lot of them shots was off the side of the gloves.
I ain't gonna lie. I thought Triple G won that first fight too, though.
I didn't think so. I gave it to Canelo.
I think Triple G won that first fight. Canelo most definitely won. He most definitely won the second fight, hands down. Clearly won. Yeah. He clearly won. You know, like seven. Like some people had it 8 rounds to 4. I had it more like it was one swing round. I don't know. It's more like 7 rounds to 5. That second fight.
Yeah.
But like that first fight, I had it like 7-5 Triple G, man. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Sometimes I do wish Canelo would let his hands go more. Sometimes Canelo doesn't swing as much as I'd like him to.
Yeah, like that. When you literally come across a fighter that's going to challenge you, it's going to be very challenging and competitive. That has the style to like throw you off, and then that makes you yourself have to dig down deep and list and literally like be like, oh, I can't lose this fight. I'm gonna have to take it to this guy. The times I've seen Canelo do that is against Erislandy Lara. You know what I'm saying? Against Austin Trout, he did it against and he did it against Triple G. You know what I'm saying? I can just say I just to name the 3 top fights that I say Canelo really had to literally like take it to these guys, but at the end of the day, he had to be smart with making the adjustments. He had to be smart. He had to use range. He had to show ring IQ, because if he wasn't smart enough, you know what I'm saying, it's certain shots and certain things that opponent could have done to literally, get. I mean, Triple G. It was moments where he had Canelo, like he really had him in that first fight. It was moments like Canelo, like I literally had to dig down deep against this guy, because this is a big puncher. This is a thinking man fighter like myself. This guy is taking my best shots. I'm talking about a guy with a big, a hard head, strong chin, is taking my shots, taking my best power shots. You know what I'm saying? And keep coming. You know what I mean? So certain fights is going to make you dig down deep. You know what I'm saying? Erislandy Lara had that. He is a pure boxer that Canelo Alvarez had to apply pressure. He had to keep coming forward. He had to cut off the ring. He had to take the fight. He had to go down to the body. He had to try to stop Erislandy Lara on his tracks. Like, there's certain fights and certain styles that's gonna really challenge a fighter. And I just think that Dimitri Bivol is another one of those fighters, bro. I think that's going to make Canelo, that's going to force Canelo to dig down deep, and I think we're going to get a great fight. I really think we're going to get a great fight.
It's
And then the
definitely
thing,
worth watching.
yeah, most definitely, most definitely. You know what I mean? Like, but I'll be honest with you though, man. Like, I think that I don't know how you guys feel about this. You know, kind of like to go off subject when it comes to that fight for a minute. But I think that I think that I think Rolly is going to be a tough fight for Javante Tate Davis. What y'all think?
Yeah, I think he might be. He's got an awkward style. I know that.
No shot. No shot.
Oh, Pirro said no shot. He gonna get destroyed, Pirro. He gonna get destroyed.
Yeah. It's just he's got the power, right? He is awkward. I could see him maybe giving Tank a little bit of fits. It's just, I mean, the way, I mean, he doesn't, I mean, he's worse than Deontay when it comes to boxing. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Deontay's an expert at setting up his right hand. He's not. He's almost like he just wing shots and hope he lands.
No, that's true.
I mean,
I
it's
saw
just,
that.
you
I
need
can
more
see
than that to beat somebody like Tank. I mean, Tank, you know, he hasn't proved it against the top of the top, but I think he's the best lightweight, you know, just in terms of skills of what I've seen against who he's fought. You know, don't get me wrong, you know, sometimes you just look that good with the competition. But I mean, even with Isaac Cruz, like a lot, and nobody was giving Isaac a shot. Like neither, I mean, I was giving him a shot because I knew how good he was, but I still thought Tank, because of his skill, was going to get the knockout. I think I had Tank by 11th round knockout, but I wasn't surprised that it was going to go to a decision. And then how well Isaac Cruz fought, it was especially defensively, you know, that he never shown, but also Tank never showed the feat he showed in that fight. You know, so that I went to that fight live. I think I was on with you guys right before I went to that fight, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
Yeah, I think I remember.
yeah, remember? Yeah. And yeah, I see no shot. And then Tank looks like he's like genuinely pissed that he has to fight somebody like this.
Yeah, I think the guy leaves himself open a lot. I noticed that too with some wild hooks. He like once he thinks he's got you hurt, he starts doing the windmill thing. Kind of, I do see a resemblance with him and Wilder. Even with the stance, he keeps his legs real far apart, which leaves him way off balance. So if Tank counters that, you know, yeah, he's in trouble. But like I said, them guys with the awkward style, like they can present a little bit of a problem. But you know, once Tank figures it out, you know, I think Tank will definitely get him out of there.
Yeah. That's how I see it going as well.
Yeah, I think that you know, I think that sometimes, man, you know, you got certain fighters, man, that we look at their style, we be like, oh man, this guy's reckless, or this guy leaves himself wide open, or this guy makes too many mistakes. Like we know that Tank is just one of those smart fighters that is very dangerous and good and very good at making fighters pay when they make mistakes. Like we know that Tank Davis is one of those fighters that's very good at setting traps. We know that Tank Davis is very good at making certain fighters that might not be on his level, make them look like they are like low level amateurs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, you know, when I look at Romero, I look at a fighter that can be smart when he wants to be. I think that he can be smart when he wants to be. I look at how he trains. Sometimes people be like, well, it's so awkward, man. He just looks terrible. His style, man, you know, because there's a certain fighters that be like, you know, just like when you look at a Dillian White, he's so sloppy, man. He's sloppy. He throw fatigue shots, but Dillian White can literally knock you out. He literally can outbox you. Like he literally can really outbox you. You know what I'm saying? Like the thing is, he can counter when he wants to counter. He can throw a mean 1-2 when he want to throw a mean 1-2 or a 3-punch, 4-punch combination. He can literally go head body when he wants to. Like I've seen this kid do these things. It's just that I hope that that his trainer is working with him to help him perfect his defense, perfect his head movement, which I saw the kid use some decent little head movement. Even when some of his sparring sessions, I see the kid move his head. I see the kid slip shots and stuff like that. more not as on the level of a Ryan Garcia or Teofimo Lopez or Vasily Lomachenko or Devin Haney or Javante Tank Davis. Not as far as moving his head and slipping punches and rolling under shots like those guys, but I seen him do a little bit of sticking and moving and working off the jab, but he's not as sharp as far as fundamentally sound as those guys. I just think that he's just more of a big puncher. But I think he possesses the basics, and I think it's going to be an entertaining fight. Tank Davis will have to be careful. He can't allow. I mean, because you thinking that Isaac Pitbull Cruz was a very awkward style fighter that throws a lot of punches and looks to set you up with big shots and things of that nature. I know that Rolly is going to be looking to set Tank up, and I think that he's going to. I think that he's going to be fall into Tank's trap, trying to outbox Tank. That's one thing you're not going to be able to do. So I think when he realizes that Tank is outboxing him, and Tank can break him down because Tank has the power to hurt him to the body, to the chin, he hurt him to the head, to the rib cage, whatever. Tank is a big puncher and he's very explosive. You know what I'm saying? And so is Rolly. He can be very explosive, but I think that Tank is more of the, I shall say, the more sharper inside fighter and sharper puncher. He's more like, a little bit more, his punches are a little bit more, how should I say
polished.
This?
They're more polished.
Way more polished, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Way more polished, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like Tank is gonna break him down and then stop him.
Yeah.
The thing is, will it be competitive and challenging in a way? Yeah, it will. It will. I think the kid is going to be looking to take Tank out, and that's when Tank is going to really dig down deep and break him down. But he's going to force Tank to bring out the best in Tank. I think this kid is going to come to try to destroy Tank. This kid is wild. He's aggressive, and I think when you got a kid that's very wild, very aggressive, and that's going to look to try to take your head off, that's when you got to fight. That's when you have a fight. But this is when you're going to have the smarter, skilled fighter separate himself from the fighter that's just more of the wild, big puncher. You know what I'm saying? And Tank is going to separate himself, and I just think that's when Tank breaks him down. Tank probably, I don't know, maybe like a ninth round technical knockout or something like that.
Ninth round.
Yeah.
You know what this is going to look like, and you hear first on your channel, AT. This is going to look like James Kirkland versus Canelo. I mean, and James Kirkland was a better boxer than Rolly, but I mean, I could see that playing out just that way.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, exactly. I can see it playing out that way too, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Shook Moore said I saw the presser today. Rolly is shook. Yeah, he might be a little shook, but he might be, man. And I think when he gets in that ring and realize that he in there against a very, very elite level pure boxer puncher, I think he's gonna realize, it's not any other fighter that I fought before. This is not any fighter that I fought before. This is not a style that I have been in there and witnessed before. You know what I'm saying? We dealing with a boxer puncher that's very explosive, very well calculated, very accurate, very effective, good counter puncher, boxer puncher, inside fighter, outside fighter. And just Tank Davis he has a lot in his tool bag, man, and he's just too much of a thinking man fighter, a pure boxer puncher with punching power, and I think he's going to set him up. Accumulation of punches, normally break him down and stop him, man. Stop him late. You know what I mean? But Linda Sapicha is in the building. Linda Sapicha, the queen.
Oh,
the queen is in. She says evening, Andrew and J. Roos, love and respect to you both. She says Canelo is going to win. She says Tank will win. Sean Moore says, AT, that boy was intimidated today. He's in trouble. Hey man, but check this out. What if we get it? What if Rolly gets in there and make it a tough fight for Tank though? What if we Rolly gets, what if he get in there and surprise a lot of people, bro, and just make it so tough for Tank? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just literally, like,
It's just hard for a guy like Romero who throws a lot of long shots to be the guy who throws little short shots. That's what Emmanuel Stewart used to teach his fighters, to throw little short shots. And Tank Davis is going. I can't see a guy that throws these long looping. You know, he could catch Tank with something wild, you know, coming in, but it's just hard to be the guy who's like real precise. You know, I think
gotcha.
Tank has a lot of precision.
Levels.
And you
Levels.
and you guys
Yeah,
continue
yeah,
to
yeah.
you guys continue the show, man. I gotta take this call real quick. I'm gonna be right
Okay,
back.
no problem. Yeah,
All
no
right, brother
problem.
AT.
Yeah, man. I just think Tank's punches are more just precise and yeah, they're I don't see any way that Romero's gonna stop Tank or win by decision. I don't see it.
Yeah. I mean, anybody that would bet Rolly, they're just betting on if he gets lucky. You
Right,
know, it's
right,
just in
right.
boxing, there's no such thing as luck, unfortunately. You know, Tank is just. I mean, maybe the earlier version of Tank that used to come in heavy. You know, a
Yeah,
little unprepared Tank. That's how usually you get upsets. You know, like Mike Tyson when he was not focused for Buster, he was able to pull that upset.
right,
You know,
right.
it's just when you got a fighter this skilled and this locked in, it's just. I mean, you have to
Yeah,
pull. I mean, you have to pull a miracle, pretty much. You know, it's just
yeah,
it is what it is. You know, boxing is the ultimate. You know, it
yeah,
tells
I
the truth.
agree,
There's
man.
no shortcuts, none like that. You know,
Yeah, what do they call it? What did Teddy Atlas used to call it? The theater,
the theater of the
theater of
unexpected.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, man. And
yeah.
I don't
I
know.
mean,
It's
that'd
almost
be
like
crazy.
a professional fighter almost fighting a tough man contest in a way. I
No,
mean,
that's exactly what it is. You know, I mean, and unfortunately, it's kind of like Deontay. You know, like I don't
yeah,
know if Rolly started late or whatever. It's just when you start kind of late in the sport. I mean, to my knowledge, it's just a trainer will get what you're best at and just work on that because it'll take too
right.
long to teach you everything like they would do somebody starting at like 6 or 7. You know,
Yeah,
to get you ready for the pros. You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
they're
that
learning.
makes
Rolly's learning on the job.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That makes total sense because you know when you start late, like you said, they're just kind of trying to work with what they got rather than trying to teach you something that might take 10 years to really get into your game plan.
All right, so how you
Yeah.
guys feel? I mean, you guys are really cooking, bro. Like, I really agree with you guys 100%. Like, what you guys feel about a comment like this? This is Jimbo, from the mob. And I had no problem with Jimmy. I had no problem with nobody. Jimmy is a pretty cool guy. You know what I'm saying?
Is a
But
hype.
when he says Tank is a hype job and fighting another bomb, fans that support this garbage are the reason why boxing is in the state it's in. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys.
How could Tank be a hype? How in the world? Like, where you got to back that up? You can't just say somebody's a hype job. I mean, what you got to? I mean, where you getting at?
That's Jimmy being Jimmy, man.
Yeah, yeah. I'm familiar with the kid. But I say this, man. Like, you know what I'm saying. It's very difficult in the sport of boxing. Sometimes it can be very difficult when you enter the sport as a professional fighter. Sometimes it can be very difficult, right? Sometimes you can have a fighter that record may be 19 wins, 10 losses, and can probably end up coming out of nowhere and defeat a fighter with 25 wins, 0 losses.
Yeah, it
Even
happens.
even even if even and he can and this guy may have probably good skill, fundamentally sound, elite level fighters on his resume, but he comes across this fighter that you guys consider a bomb or garbage and stuff like that there. So just to make a long story short, when you have a fighter, what Tank is, a 2 division world champion, 3 division?
3.
Yep.
Tank
Three,
is a
yeah,
three. So to answer your question, Jimbo, Tank is a 3 division world champion. To become a champion, that means that and fighting at the professional level, that means that you have to possess a certain techniques, I'm sorry, and certain
yeah,
skills to compete at a certain level. And for you to become a champion means that you possess certain skill set. So for you to say that a great fighter, no, my brother, no, my brother, my brother. You can no. You so wrong, and you down this dark road where it's just not gonna never make sense to you, because I hate it when fighters call a fighter, a fundamentally sound, elite level fighter like Tank, a bum. And then when he gets in there and beats certain fighters that are on a world-class level, right? And beat these fighters and stop these fighters, you guys continuously take it upon yourselves to call a fighter a bum. You know what I'm saying? So if this fighter was to go in there, right, and beat Vasily Lomachenko, right, they'll be like, oh well, Vasily Lomachenko was a hype job anyway. He was a bomb. He was trash. But do we talk about a fighter in so many and only a small amount of fights were able to beat elite level fighters? And this is coming from a boxing, and this is coming from a boxing eye. This is coming from a boxing eye, bro. I look at I know a skilled fighter when I see one. I know a fighter that's fundamentally sound when I see one, bro. Tank Davis is far from a boxing fighter, bro.
Think back. Cambosis was a hype job in the bum. Remember?
Yeah, Cambosis. Yeah, they was calling Cambosis.
And now all of a sudden, Cambosis is a great fighter. So you got to pick one, bro. You got. Before me fought Tiafimo, he's a bum. He's a hype job. He's shit. Then he beats Tiafimo pound for pound. Oh man, you gotta pick one.
You gotta pick one. Is he a hype job, a journeyman, a cow driver, what is he? Because he was all of this, and you didn't take the time to do film study. You didn't take the time to see how he trains. You didn't take the time to go look over his resume. You didn't take the time to go look at his previous fights. You didn't take the time to look at the long process and look at what he had to go through to get to that point in his career to fight for the unified titles, brother. To fight for the unified titles.
I don't know. I think some people just want to hear themselves talk, saying crazy stuff. Like, there's probably somebody out there talking about Mike Tyson couldn't punch too,
Yeah, my brother L Foul Player said, "It's your world, baby." Andrew Tucker in effect. Shout out to you and the panel. Yeah, Jimmy, you gotta explain yourself, brother. Like I ain't got no problem with you, Jimmy, but you gotta explain yourself, bro. Saying that Tank Davis is you know yourself that Tank Davis is not a bum, brother. You know he's a great fighter, Jim.
No.
Jimmy, you know it.
Yeah. No, I didn't.
So why don't you call it?
Hey, Jimmy. Like Rolyfo did. Since Tank is such a bum, how much you like Rolyfo did?
Listen, let me just make my point. Yeah. I don't want to be cutting anyone off. I'll keep it classy.
No, you're good, Jimmy. Go ahead. We gonna let you cook, brother. You know, it's nothing but love and respect on here. It's no disrespect. It's no none of that, bro. I don't block people. I don't mute people when they talking. When everybody got their opinion. Everybody got their perspective on how they view things, how they see things. Everybody got opinion, brother, and I respect yours. So we gonna go ahead and let you cook, and then we gonna rebuttal.
Yeah, look, on a personal level, I actually do enjoy watching Tank fight. He's got a very aggressive, explosive fighting style. So, he's a cool fighter. But I feel like guys like Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, I feel like the guys that, you got like, you got Kambosos, you got Haney, you got Lomachenko, you got Teofimo Lopez. All these dogs are mixing it up, right? They're fighting each other. They're taking L's. They're going back and forth, right? Those are what I call like fucking junkyard dogs, right? They're mixing it up. They're taking L's. They're unifying titles. They're fighting each other. And then you got Ryan and Tank fighting bums, doing nothing, saying and doing nothing, right? They're not fighting the top guys. They're winning belts that aren't even real. Like with Tank, his belt is a regular belt. You can't even unify with it, and you can't even challenge the undisputed champion with it. So it's kind of like what they call a baby belt. Tank hasn't fought a good fighter ever. Like I don't rate any of the fighters he's fighting.
Really?
Isaac Cruz.
He hasn't fought a good fighter.
No, Isaac Cruz isn't a top-level fighter, bro. That's not an A-level fighter. He was never a champion. He never had a signature win, right? Rolly Romero, I mean, most fans thought he robbed Jackson Marino, a guy that Conway knocked out cold in, 2 rounds? So, I guess I just have a higher standard in it than, because I'm used to watching, I'm used to watching UFC.
The point was, you said the man was a bum. So if the man's a bum, that means you putting your money, right?
Against who? Rolly? No, Rolly's a bum.
Against Tank.
Tank should knock
You
him
said
out.
Tank
Yeah.
was a bum. That's the thing we had. His issue
No,
was
I said it was a hype job. I never
so
said it was
if
a bum.
Tank is a hype job and a bum, that means you're betting on Rolly Romero to win, correct?
No. Shelton, use the wrong word. I said Tank is a hype job.
Okay.
Right? Yeah. He's a hype job, and Rolly's a bum, right? So if he knocks out Rolly, to me, that's just like another tomato can. That's not impressive because Rolly Romero was never good at any division, right? Ryan Garcia, the guy he's about to fight. I mean, come on, man. These guys are not like, we know who the dogs are in the division. They're the guys that are signing contracts, unifying titles, and battling each other. And we know who the hype jobs are. There's two guys in the corner. One's called Ryan Garcia. The other one's called Javante Davis.
Jimmy, how much you know about Emmanuel Tago for you to say he's a hype? For you to consider him as a bomb, how much do you know about that fighter, Jimmy?
Next to nothing.
Next to nothing, right? You know nothing about this fighter, right? You don't know the guys he's beaten. Do you know his record?
Look, he's got a decent record, to be fair. I'll give you that. He only took one defeat, and that was when he was like 15 years old, I think. So he's been on like a 7-8 year undefeated streak. He's a former IBO champion. I mean, bro, that's not elite boxing, though.
But you're saying that it's not. But Jimmy, you're saying that's not elite boxing. It's not elite boxing. But you're saying he's a nobody, Jimmy, because why? He's not. Well, because he haven't made a name for himself over here in the United States. So what is it?
It's not even necessarily if he's made a name in the United States or the United Kingdom or
he's not
anywhere.
Recognized as a fighter. He's not recognized a recognizable fighter that has a name because he haven't fought certain fighters, right?
I mean, look, bro. I mean, Ryan's coming from the one.
Do you think he was given the opportunity that certain fighters were given? Like even coming from different countries, even different regions. You think he was given the opportunity to fight certain fighters? Or do you think that he wasn't in position or wasn't he wasn't able to get these fights because he wasn't in position to fight these fighters, even though he wanted to fight these fighters. So you don't think that he wants to prove himself against a great fighter like Ryan Garcia that people saying is a hype job, is a bomb, and things of that nature, just because he said certain things, and just because he avoided certain fights, and he didn't fight certain fighters, but it was a reason behind every situation, right? It was a reason behind it. Just like Earl Spence Jr. couldn't fight Manny Pacquiao because he is an eye injury, and people take it upon themselves to say, well, Earl Spence Jr., he's a bomb, he's overrated and all that, and the man just suffered an eye injury. That's why he couldn't fight Manny Pacquiao. He was gonna lose to Manny Pacquiao anyways.
I think
we gotta. The thing is, Jimmy, we gotta stop discrediting these fighters, bro. If you don't know nothing about a fighter, stop calling them bombs, cab drivers, hype jobs and stuff, because they could be this cab driver and hype job that could come along and beat the fighter that you love and that you respect and that have a name, that fought the fighters that you recognize and that you are aware of. It can be this bomb and this hype job. Some of the greatest fighters in the history of the sport has L's on their record, Jimmy, and was able to bounce back and claim victory. There's a lot of great fighters from all around the world. Boxing is worldwide, bro.
AT, you remember that bum that fought Salvador Sanchez? That nobody? That hype job?
Yes,
yeah, but I feel like the promoters are picking him though for a reason.
Yes,
though,
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah, nobody knew who Azuma Nelson was, did they?
Nobody knew who he was.
13 fights.
Yeah, but who's asking for these fights though, Shelton? Like, is the boxing world asking for Rolly?
Ain't nobody asking for these fighters, but at the end of the day, we have to respect these fighters because even though you don't know nothing about this fighter, Emmanuel Tago,
he told you he didn't want to fight this guy. But his promoter made the fight. He got to take it.
Yeah, and
okay, I'm just saying
he might get in there and he might probably beat Ryan Garcia. It's because you probably don't know, you probably weren't familiar with his skill set, or you probably didn't know that he was fundamentally, that he had the fundamentals, that he had the style to be difficult for a Ryan Garcia or any fighter. You're not giving this guy a chance. You're calling him a hype job and a bomb or a cab job because you don't know anything too much about this fighter, bro. And this fighter and this is the fighter you don't know too much about. But if I was to tell you that that this is going to be a difficult style for Ryan Garcia. Not saying that Ryan Garcia is going to lose, and I'm not saying that he's going to beat Ryan Garcia. All I'm telling you is that it can be the fighters that doesn't necessarily get the recognition, just like your Dennis Ugas. People didn't care who Ugas was until Ugas finally got his opportunity because he didn't have the name, because he wasn't granted these opportunities, because he didn't have easy access to fight these fighters. Just because he didn't have easy access to fight these fighters, or he didn't have these opportunities to fight these fighters, does that mean he's a bum? But he still has a good resume, and you just don't know who the fighter is. But now he made a name for himself by fighting caliber opponents, just like and recently alleged. Even though we're not going to make excuses, be like, well, Manny Pacquiao washed up. Pacquiao put hands on him, and it was still a competitive fight. But at the end of the day, he finally get the opportunity that he deserved when he fought against Sean Porter. But he been trying to get these fights. This was the same fighter, your Dennis Ugas, that people didn't know anything about, but people probably just found out that he beat Terrence Bud Crawford, which is one of my favorite fighters in the amateurs. Even though you progress and you get better, you evolve, you transform when you become a professional. You become more fundamentally sound as a professional than when you was an amateur. Or sometimes you can stick with that same style and just progress as you work on different things and different techniques. But at the end of the day, your Dennis Ugas now have a name. So it was once upon a time they didn't know who he was. But he might make an even bigger name for himself by pulling off an upset against Earl Spence Jr. The thing is, the point I'm trying to make is that we can't keep calling these fighters just because we're not familiar or aware of these fighters. We can't keep calling them cab drivers or bums or journeymen. We can't keep doing it because you don't know anything about this fighter, bro. How can you call Gervonta Tank Davis, right? And if I'm not mistaken, Gervonta Tank Davis, was Isaac Cruz a bum? Isaac Cruz was not a bum, bro. Isaac Cruz was a very tough and awkward inside fighter, boxer puncher. He was not a bum. He was not. Barrios was undefeated. Hold on, Jimmy. I'm going to let you cook. Barrios was undefeated, bro. He was undefeated before he came across Gervonta Tank Davis. Did you consider him a bum? No. Barrios a solid fighter, bro. Even Keith Thurman couldn't stop him, and Gervonta Tank Davis stopped him. He was a solid fighter. Leo Santa Cruz, a 3-division world champion, was he a bum? But Gervonta Tank Davis stopped him. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, Leo Santa Cruz walk around weight, so don't say that, well, he was too small. No, his walk around weight sometimes bigger than the weight class that he fought at when he fought Gervonta Tank Davis.
I get what you're saying though, but I feel like my problem is though, like with Tank, he's been in the division for
was Jose Pedraza, Jimmy, was Jose Pedraza we talking about a champion that was undefeated when he came across Gervonta Tank Davis? Was he a bum?
No, I don't think he was a bum. He was a good boxer, a champion, but that was at super featherweight, right? And it's been 7 years or 5 years. I just feel like, and even Pedraza, bro, it's like he's a good fighter, but he's not what I'd call an elite level fighter. Like Tank has just never fought an A-level fighter. Even now, a lightweight, Isaac Cruz, Gamboa, Barrios. I mean, these guys are not the A squad, I feel like these guys are kind of like C-level fighters. I want to see Tank fight someone like a Teofimo, a Lomachenko, a Haney. These are the fights I want to see him in. And he's just fighting guys.
Jimmy, thank you, bro. Why you think that why you think that it was a situation, an issue between him and Mayweather Promotions, bro? That was the problem with Tank and Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe in them, bro, because they were interfering with Tank certain fighters. That was the problem. That was the issue. Tank wants to prove that he's great. Tank wants to prove that he's the best against these other fighters, bro. Why do you think that he might not after beating Rolly? Why do you think he will be put in position to fight the winner of Devin Haney and George Kambosos Jr.? So you think that's a fighter that's avoiding the best right there?
You know what it is, mate? I feel like it's been so many years that I've been waiting for Tank to fight a fighter that I actually care about, that I've kind of lost interest. I think a lot of fans are the same. That's the reason why his pay-per-views have been doing so poorly. Would you consider Ryan Garcia a hype job?
No, not at all. He's a great fighter, and he's gonna prove to a lot of people that he's a great fighter. I mean, he had a minor setback, but it prepared him for a major comeback. And this is a very difficult style he's going up against this Saturday. Emmanuel Tago is no pushover. If Ryan Garcia, if he stops him and defeats Emmanuel Tago, a fighter that I'm somewhat familiar with because I did film study. I followed his history a little bit. A fighter that's very awkward, very dangerous in a way where he can overwhelm you with the ferociousness, with the effective aggressiveness. And I think it's a type of style that can create some problems in a way for Ryan Garcia. I think it's a very competitive fight. But if Ryan gets in there, uses his hand speed, great timing, working off countering and setting up combinations from different angles, and hit him with that left hook or stop him to the body, I wouldn't be surprised because I guess Ryan is just that good of a fighter. He's just that great of a fighter. That with the mean combinations at the hand speed and the great timing and the ring IQ. And the thing is, I don't think people seen the best of Ryan. I've seen some things people may have probably yet to see from Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? All I know that Devin Haney, I guaranteed you that Devin Haney, that is probably considered one of your favorite fighters. I promise you that Devin Haney can tell you that Ryan Garcia is one of the best fighters out there. Because he's familiar, Devin Haney is familiar with his style. You know what I'm saying? And he knows that they both have gotten better as fighters, you know what I'm saying, as becoming professional fighters.
Why do you think Why do you think so many fans are hating on Ryan?
I think that they are hating on these fighters, bro, because they expect so much out of these fighters. And they got to understand that these fighters are still young, Jimmy. These fighters still have time to prove themselves. They are young, Jimmy. They still have time, bro. You can agree with me on this, bro. We all can agree that these are young fighters that have a lot of time to fight get the best fights, to fight the other top level opposition, to fight the other top level competition. That we know these fighters have time, bro. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, we just gotta be patient. We gotta be patient. Sooner or later, we're gonna get these fights. We don't want these fighters fighting at 40 and 38. But I feel that it's still time, and I think. These fighters, I still believe even Tank at 27 years old, he still got time. He's still young in his prime. Is still in his prime. You know what I'm saying? So he's still.
Hate on Ryan and Tank. They said
That's what I'm saying. He got a chance. He got a chance to fight the winner of George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney, bro. He wants the winner of that fight. He wants the winner. He wants to prove him. He want to prove that he's one of the best fighters in the world. And I believe that Tank is a problem for Devin and George Campbell, the winner of that fight. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's just gonna take time, bro. We know the politics, the business side of boxing. Pirro, much love and respect to you, my brother. Yeah, man. Or we gonna probably end the show in probably like another 13 minutes. But yeah, thank you for joining us, Pirro. We love you, brother. My brother Luke says Jimbo put the cat amongst the pigeons. I be who I be. Much love and respect to you, my great brother. I be who I be. Said what up with all my brothers? What up with all my real boxing fans? Much love and respect to you guys. We got my brothers Thomas Jones.
What's going on, brothers?
What's good?
Listen, man. I'm honored to be on the panel with you guys, and I just heard y'all cooking, so I just kept quiet.
Yes, sir, man. Hey, but yeah, man, but you feel what I'm coming from, though, like.
Yeah, what I think was going on. I think I don't know if I can't speak for Jimmy, but I think of course, clearly with the eye test, these guys are not no bums. They're not bums,
right?
But I think because of the competition they're going against, I think people are getting tired of that. Mm-hmm. But clearly, like I said, with the eye test, we all know that Tank Davis is not no bum. We also know that Ryan Garcia is not a bum because these guys have extreme great talent in the ring. It's just that the competition that they have faced, it has not been up to par, and that's just in my opinion.
Yeah. I respect that, General. I really do. I really respect that. And all I was saying was, and you pretty much took the words right out of my mouth. That's basically what we've been saying. Like me, the J. Roos theory. My other big brother, and my other big brother,
Shelton.
Shelton Moore.
Yeah,
That's basically what we're saying. These fighters are not bombs.
No.
Because you know, just like I know, General. Like the process, the long process these fighters had to go through, the process of even becoming a professional fighter, the process of even getting to the point of becoming a champion and finally getting that opportunity. These fighters are still what? They still undefeated.
Yeah.
They have a few solid names on their record that could have made it in a way competitive and challenging to see where they're at. Like it's basically certain styles to see where they're at. It's the eye test to see how they can handle certain styles. Now we seen when Ryan Garcia went up against Lippian and a veteran like and Luke Campbell, he got put down. But guess what? He
got
has
back
the
up.
will to win. He got the heart of a champion, and he got back up. And to stop that guy.
They got to chill. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But Tuck, they need to excuse me. They need to stop with this because he's chinny or he got knocked down. I mean, that's the name of boxing. That's the game of boxing. You get knocked down, but the true heart of a champion is getting up and fighting back. And they don't talk about that aspect. They keep talking about the aspect, well, he got knocked down. Yeah, but he got back up. Exactly. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. That's boxing. Everyone's going to get dropped. You don't know how many times in the sparring sections these guys get knocked down and get dropped like crazy. But it's all about getting up and defending yourself.
Absolutely, General. Like I agree with you 100%. You know what I mean? Like, you know, it's like you go through tough challenges, you go through battles. You're gonna go through a battle, you're gonna go through a challenge. And I believe just like Devin Haney, when he went up against Jorge Linares, that was a tough fight. You know what I mean? He had to dig down deep. Jorge Linares pushed Haney and made Haney dig down deep to show us what Haney is made of. When Haney got hurt, Haney was getting hit with a lot of good shots. Even when he went up against Jojo Diaz, the more experienced fighter between the two. You know what I'm saying? He got touched up. He got hit with a lot of good shots. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he showed you how skilled he was against a world-class fighter on that level. Like, you know, so these fighters, they are starting to fight these fights. You know what I'm saying? Just like Emmanuel Tago. People not familiar with him, but that's going to be a tough
fight. Yeah, that's going to be a tough fight.
That's what I'm telling them, General. Like, it's going to be a tough one. And if Ryan can pass that test, just like he passed the test against Luke Campbell, you know what I'm saying? That's just only showing us that he's a good fighter.
Yeah.
On his way to being a great fighter. And I believe he's going to fight these top guys. I believe he wants to prove himself, you know, because think about this, General. If he fought Devin Haney in the amateurs, why wouldn't he fight Devin Haney in the pros?
It doesn't make any kind of sense at all. None at all, yo. I don't know where this narrative comes from. Oh, he's scared. Oh, he's ducking Haney. Wait. They already fought. I think it was like 4 or 5 times in the amateur.
Something like that, General.
I think they split up 2 and 2. That's what I heard. 2 and 2.
Like something like
that. I mean, why is he going to be ducking him now? That doesn't make sense. I don't know, man. I get lost with these narratives nowadays. Yo, it's just too much, man. It's too much.
Just too much. Hey, Luke, much love and respect to you, my brother. Thank you for joining us, man. Y'all, we're about to get ready to wrap up the show because I gotta head out of town.
My bad.
An hour away with the family. You know what I'm saying, to go check on grandma and uncle. You know what I'm saying.
I would love to get another chance to get on this panel and talk with you guys, chop it up, man.
Gentlemen, we gotta have you back on, man. Like you know what I'm saying, I love when you guys get on here with me, man, and talk boxing with me. And I know you guys are very educated when it comes to the sport, very knowledgeable when it comes to the sport. And in general, you've been around for a minute. I know you're pretty much like a historian. You can tell us something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I got my stories. So
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I won't. I love that, man. That's why we gotta have you back on, General. Like me, the J. Roos theory. Matter
yes,
of
sir.
fact, I want you on if J. Roos theory. He's of course we stay in contact over the phone and everything. You know, that's my big bro right there, man.
Yes,
Like
sir.
we stay.
Yes, sir.
So he let me know when we able to get when we got in contact with certain legendary fighters or trainers and things of that nature. And I would love for you to be on, man.
I would be honored, bro.
I
I
would
would
love
be
for you to be.
honored.
Yeah,
I
I
would
would
be
love for you to
honored.
be on when we get Coach James back on about the
Yeah,
Joshua situation. Yeah, to
yeah.
talk about the Joshua situation. Yeah, I would love for you to be on with us, man.
I would just let me know, brother. I'm here for you.
Most definitely, I'll let you know, General. I'll most definitely keep you updated. And let you know most definitely. Can't let me see. I'm gonna put it in the private chat. I'm gonna give you my email so you can email me, and
Got you,
so I can keep you posted. And I might can just even give you my number through email
got you, got you,
instead
got
on
you.
here. So I'm gonna put that real quick before I end the show. I'm gonna put that now. My email.
Like I said, I apologize for the lateness. You know, like I was driving, got caught up in traffic. So I tried to get in as fast as I could, but like I said, by the time I got here, you
Yeah,
and
man, that
Jimmy was smoking. Yeah, so I'm like, all right, I got to let these dudes go, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, General. Let me. You can see that.
Yes, got you,
Okay.
got you,
Yeah. So just email me and and I know it's you and everything, and so I can
got you.
keep you posted and keep you updated, man. And yeah, Jay Roos, you still there, big bro? Much love and respect to Brian Harkin.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Brian Harkin, much love and respect to my big bro, one of the generals, Brian Harkin. Yeah, man, I love you guys, man. Thank you guys for joining me. Hey, General.
Yes, sir.
I was telling Piro, when the next we're gonna try to set up, like, whenever you get back, whenever you get back, not I was telling Thomas Jones, whenever you get back in contact with Coach James, when we do a exclusive interview with him talking about the Joshua and Usyk situation and him working with Joshua, I told him I was gonna bring him on. I mean, with us to join.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, so because I think that the all of us together, like, what I'm saying, both of my big
Yeah,
bros, and what I'm saying, yeah, like the
yeah,
generals, like both of you guys, and with me, you, and also Coach Jay and Thomas, I think that chemistry will be great. So that's what we're gonna do.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. That'd be
That's
good,
what.
man. I had to go to work, man.
Oh yeah, we finna get ready to end this
Yeah,
now, man. But everybody in the
okay.
chat, we love you guys, man. Piro,
Yeah,
Thomas Jones, man. It's okay, brother. I got you, man. Just
okay.
email me, man. Just email me,
Okay,
Thomas
man.
Jones.
Peace.
All right, later, J.
LFO.
Roos.
All right, man. Thanks for having me.
No problem, bro. Love you, man. Piro, blessings to you, Thomas Jones. Hey, Piro, much love and respect to you, man. He says peace, AT and J. Roos. Much love and respect to all my brothers that came through. Brian Harkin, my brother Luke. You know what I'm saying? Even Jimbo, man, hey, man, we disagree, but it's love and respect to everybody, man. Shelton Moore, you know what I'm saying? Linda Sapicha, the queen, you know what I'm saying? The queen in the building. Much love and respect to the queen. Linda Sapicha, love you, queen. Thank you for coming through. My brother Leiron, 9817. My brother Metalbox J. Much love and respect to all y'all great brothers, man. My brother Steven Burnett. Much love and respect. Much love and respect to everybody that came through. Mark Nash, man. Q the God. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to every single one of you guys. My brother Mark Alif. You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to every single one of you guys, man. That came through today, that joined me. Much love and respect to my brother IB, who I be, my little bro. Much love and respect to every single one of you guys. My brother L Foul Player. Much love and respect to you, my great brother. Thank you for joining us, man. Much love and respect to you, my great brother. You You know what I'm saying? Much love and respect to everybody that was able to join me live for the for Boxing Talk. You know what I mean? This is what we do. We talk boxing. We got live commentary coming up this Saturday. So y'all guys tune in. We got Ryan Garcia versus Emmanuel Tago. I will be doing live commentary Saturday night. Tomorrow, Saturday morning, I will be doing a Triple G versus Ryota Murata fight. It will be early. So I know a lot of my UK brothers and sisters. I know you guys will probably be able to join me because I know it'll probably be like in the afternoon where you guys are at. You know what I'm saying, for the Triple G versus Gennady Golovkin versus Ryota Murata unification bout. So I will be going live early in the morning, my time, Eastern time, which will be like for the main event, just only for the main event. It'll probably be like 7:00. Maybe I'll probably go live like around probably like 7:15 a.m. in the morning, Eastern time. And I know for the people in the UK and different parts of the world, maybe Africa or different parts of the Asia or different parts of North America, South America, Europe, different parts of Australia. I know you guys some of you guys will probably be able to join me, especially the UK Army, Tucker Army. A lot of you guys from different parts, different regions, and different countries. That probably it might be noon in some of you guys where you guys are at. It'll be early in the morning my time, but I know it'll be noon with especially the UK, my UK family, you guys. So if you guys are able to join me, I would really appreciate it. All my brothers and sisters from all around the world. You know what I mean? The UK Army, Tucker Army. Much love and respect to every single one of you guys, man. I appreciate you guys, man. I'm finna get ready to end the show. This has been a great show. And thank you guys for Piro, Thomas Jones, man. Thomas Jones, the General. Piro, thank you guys for joining the panel today, man, and cooking with us. Thank you, Jimbo, for hopping on with us. Thank you, Shelton Moore, the OG Shelton Moore. Thank you for joining us today, man, hopping on the panel and cooking with us today. It was a great show. I love you guys. Andrew Tucker World, and I'm out. Much love and respect.